When working with multiple bodies in CAD, it's important to ensure that they have proper clearance for assembly. In this lesson, we're going to go over how to reference those bodies to ensure they have that proper clearance. So let the lesson begin. In the last lesson, we left off with our bottom box and we created that void that the Arduino is living in. However, we don't have holes for our charge port, our USB, as well as the standoff pad that it's going to sit on. So in this lesson, we're going to go over how to add and subtract from our bodies using the insert and project tools as referencing. And then we're going to go ahead and finalize this bottom box in preparation for the lid. So let's get into CAD. Now that we're in here, we can see that we have that bottom box with that void and the Arduino sitting inside of it. Now, what I want to do first is create the little pads that are going to mount to the bottom of the Arduino. So I'm going to hide this Arduino to start, and we're going to click on the bottom of our box. Now that we have a sketch started on that surface, I'm going to re-show that Arduino, and we're going to go ahead and click on line type. We're going to change over to construction. Now, a big reason why we do this is that these lines won't affect our extrusion process in the next step. Now we're going to go to create. We're going to go to project, and we're going to project Arduino onto that bottom surface, essentially transferring our holes to that bottom. Let's go ahead and rehide our Arduino so we can get down to our sketch, and we're going to do an offset of each one of these holes. So we're going to offset, say 0.225, and we're going to do this on each one of our 4 mounting holes that are on the bottom. Rotating can sometimes make this a little bit easier to see. 125, and we have 2 more here. Remembering that this one hole over here in the far right corner is actually our push button reference that we're going to be doing on the lid portion of this build. We have one last one here, 125. Now, these are all construction lines now, but we don't want those ones particularly to be that way. So we're going to select each one of these lines. We're going to hold control as we're doing it, or shift actually. Once we get them all selected, we're going to re-click on the line type, and this will change it back over to a solid line. Now that we have that surface that we can click on and create our extrusions. So let's select all of these. We're going to come up here to extrude. Now that we have this, what we're going to do is we're going to hide our bottom box and show our Arduino. Now we're selecting from the bottom of that box. We're going to, instead of having a distance in here, we're going to change the extend type to object, and we're going to select on the bottom. Now, right now, we don't want to necessarily select anything on the operation type. We're going to re-hide our Arduino and re-show our bottom box. Now this is a little bit complicated, and I know, but what this does is it creates a reference to the bottom of the Arduino. So if we ever change the height of it, our pads are going to change with it, and now we're joining to the bottom of the box. We can click OK here, and now we have these awesome little pads sitting in here. We can re-show our Arduino, and we can see those little pads underneath it. We can also go back to analysis, and we can see that we have a pad selected right there. So now that our Arduino has a mounting surface, we need to cut in our USB and our charge port as well. So this is going to follow a very similar thing that we just did, but we're going to use the cut feature. Let's turn off our analysis, and let's sketch on this surface over here where those ports are going to come through. Now that we have this, let's go ahead and hide our box, and we're going to, once again, go to line type, and we're going to change over to project as well and project those 2 surfaces out. Now on this one, we're going to hide that Arduino, re-show our box, and we're going to change our line type back over to a non-construction line. Once again, selecting offset. This one right here, we're going to be offsetting to a clearance size. So this is actually the cutout that we want. On this one, I always recommend having about a clearance of like 20 thousandths at least, just to ensure that manufacturing ability is there for you. So let's go ahead and do 20 thousandths on this. This is our USB port. and offset here, 20,000ths of an inch, and that's for our charge port. Once we have those, we can go to sketch or to extrude and click on both of those objects and slide them through. Now, this automatically changes us to a cut feature. Now, one important thing is that if I did have the Arduino in here and I was cutting through this as well, you can see that I have this little drop-down menu here that says Objects to Cut. There's the ability to cut both of our objects in here as well. So I could actually accidentally cut my Arduino. Since we have it in a different component, we are a little bit safe from that since we did the pulling it in there. But if you're creating all of your objects in one drawing, you can essentially cut multiple bodies and kind of mess things up. So just know that this is an option. Another great way to do it is just to hide the other body. This protects it from being cut as well. Clicking OK. Now that we have those ports cut out, we can re-show that Arduino. We can see that we have a nice little space in there. The idea is that we would slide this in from the outside. Okay, now we do have all of our bottom box ready. In this lesson, we're going to be completed. In the next lesson, we're going to start adding the top lid to this assembly and finishing up our box. So we'll see you on the next one.